guys, and welcome to the Old Dog Lures blog post for December 2018, the last one for the year. This morning I'm out in the water and I wanted to bring to you guys how to successfully troll for impoundment barramundi. Now in Queensland we have a closed season between November and February, so we don't strike it as lucky as the guys up in the NT and the Gulf, unfortunately. So we have to resort to fishing some of the awesome impoundments that we have located up and down the east coast of Queensland. This morning I'm on Lake Callide, or Callide Dam, which is located approximately 110 kilometres west of Rockhampton and forms a part of an extensive lake impoundment system up and down the east coast of Australia. It really hasn't established itself as an awesome barramundi fishery as the Wonga was back in its heyday and what Lake Proserpine currently is today, but it's slowly on the rise. Today what I wanted to do was bring you out on the water and show you a really tried and proven technique on catching barra, particularly in summer, and that's trolling. Now I showed you some of the lures last night. Now I'm just going to show you basically how easy it is to come out onto one of these impoundments and troll and hopefully land your first meter fish, because it's well within reach. There are plenty of meter fish in places like Proserpine Dam. Lake Kinchant is another one. So buckle in, listen up, I'll give you a quick blog on how to do this, and hopefully come Christmas time when you're away with the family you can bang yourself a meatery. Rightio guys, so trolling on these impoundments is quite simple. Basically lure off, flick it out the back. Between 20 and 25 metres is all you need. All you want to do is just get to that depth that the lure has to achieve. And then basically all it is either in the rod holder or just hold on to your rod. Contrary to popular belief, you will see in the territory they like to put these big wild sort of twitches in. Now what I've found over time is that barramundi are followers. If you incorporate a twitch, what it does, it creates a complicated target, rightio? So you're going like this wildly. Yes, in between give it a bit of a twitch and then just let it settle back down. Bit of a twitch, let it settle. There's no real need for it. Just a nice, slow, constant retrieve. Sit on approximately 2 to 2.5 knots, no faster. If you can go a little bit slower around that 1.9 knots, then fantastic. And like I said, plonk them in the rod holders, grab yourself a cold ale, rightio, and just mow the impoundment. That's basically all you need to do. Keep looking at your sounder. You will mark fish. If you mark some fish around an area that's isolated, just ensure you keep coming past that mark and keep antagonizing those fish to bite. So that's it guys, that's pretty much the nuts and bolts of it. Simple stuff, don't overcomplicate it. You will catch fish if you put in the time. So the rods are settled into the rod holders. I'm sitting on approximately 2 knots. Now what we need to talk about is times of day. Now in the middle of summer the water's going to be quite warm, so you're going to have it between say 27 degrees to sometimes over 30 degrees. Rightio. Barramundi, contrary to what everyone thinks, don't like really hot water and they don't like big changes in the temperature of water. So this is why in summer I encourage trolling, rightio, because you can cover all bases as far as the water column is concerned with those lures that I spoke about. And as the day progresses and the water temperature increases, you'll find the barra will go deeper. They may hold up in the same areas because there's obviously a congregation point there, but you're going to find that they're going to go deeper and try to find comfort, and that comfort is water temperature. So they want a nice constant water temperature. So that's why it's essential to ensure that you're covering all those levels of the water column with each lure you have out the back. The time of days, probably between 4 and say 7 in the morning are prime times to be out on the water. It's just before the increase in temp as the sun comes up, okay? And then in the evening, somewhere between 4 and last light. Even after dark, you will encounter fish. Will rise a little bit from the deeper parts of the basin and come up and start feeding. Middle of the day, if you can handle the heat, keep flogging yourself during the middle of the day, but 9 times out of 10 you'll find me back at the cabin soaking up the air conditioning, reading the back of my eyelids, because it's just not worth putting you through the heartache of being out in the sun when it's 100% humidity and it's 38 degrees. So early morning, late afternoon, they're your best times, and all it is just find yourself a pattern and just keep on trolling. So that's it, guys. Basically, things to remember are early morning, late afternoon, best times. Select your lures so they're covering you all levels of the water column. Ensure that you're going around that 2 knot range. Rod in the rod holder, no big twitches. And I think if you get on the water in some of these impoundments during this summer period, I think you will find and be pleasantly surprised on the fish that you manage to attract and land in your boat. So until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Old Dogs blog post. Hope you have a cracker, hope you have a good Christmas, and look forward to seeing you all in the water early in 2019. Take care and tight lines.